Arsenio Hall, come on. That's the closest I'll ever be to be on his show. I just feel like to introduce you. Thank you for clapping for me. I appreciate it. My parents used to clap when I walked into the room, but they were trying to turn out the lights. So it's like, come on in. You ain't missed shit. My name's Dale. I like to smell markers. Have a seat. I'm just saying I'm not... Well, I've had a lot of conversations today, but this is the first one with people. I'm serious. I'm not good at meeting people. I get nervous. I give out too much information, too. I'm like, hi, what's your name? I have a prescription. And that voice kicks in, you know, he's like, try to connect with him, Dale. Tell him your hobbies. I'm like, well, I'd like to sit on the toilet till my legs go numb. Then I jump off the seat and see how far I can run before I fall down. And then I measure that distance because you got to have goals in life. You're darn right I've been fired a lot. I got fired one time for being tardy. I was like, I don't think you're supposed to call people that anymore. And some of you seem confused. Yes, this is a southern accent. I grew up in a little small country town. Except back then they didn't call it a country town. They called it a rural community. And the problem with that is I can't say the word rural. First day of kindergarten, I'm trying to tell these kids where I live. I sound like an idiot. Like, hi, my name's Dale, and I live at Roar, Run, Roar, Rib, Live, Roar. Sit down, Scooby-Doo. Which makes me think maybe my dog did know how to talk, and he was trying to help me out. I was like, roar, roar, roar. Listen up, asshole. Roar. Of course, I'm a lot to handle. I am. My mom used to say raising me was like trying to fold a fitted sheet. Eventually, you just give up and throw the shit in the closet. That reminds me of my mom, right? You got your arms crossed. Now that's enough. What are you doing in the house? It ain't dark outside. Get back in the tree. You know the rules, Dale. She was funny, though. She used to tell me I didn't have a guardian angel because I was such a pain in the ass. God took care of me personally. Which puts this whole picture in my head of God like apologizing to angels, going, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to create Dale. I don't know, I was trying to fix the platypus. I was a weird kid, too. I'm weird now. I'm weird. He's like, wow, he just figured it out. I used to blink my eyes a lot when I was a little kid. Every time I got in trouble, I'd start blinking, because I found out if I blinked enough, my parents would think I was special and they wouldn't hit me. So after that, I'd do stuff on purpose. I'd light the cat on fire and blink my ass off. My mom's like, don't hit him, Larry. He already looks like his record's skipping. What I'm trying to say is that when I was in high school, I was voted most likely to not likely. And I don't have ADD. I know you think I do, but I don't, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I went to school in the 70s and 80s, and back then, they didn't have ADD. It wasn't invented yet. You know what they called it? Fucking stupid! I heard that every day, and then I'd have to sit in the hallway and think about something I did that I'd already forgot. The joke is on them. I learned more in the hallway than I learned in home ec. I'm serious. I learned if you take a pencil and you put a piece of gum on the end of it and you throw it up on the ceiling and you watch it, after a while, you're gonna need an eye patch. I went home that night, and they're like, what'd you learn? Don't look up. A lot of my teachers would try to make me look stupid. They would do that, and every time they tried, I'd interrupt them. I'm like, hold on, you're working way too hard. One of my teachers used to make me stand up in front of the class every day and tell a definition to a word she would pick. But I never knew the word, so I made up my own shit because nobody's gonna book baby in a corner. Affidavit. I didn't know what the hell an affidavit was, but I was ready. I was like, all right, Jack and Jill had 2 kids. I named the first one David, second one Affidavit. If there's any more questions, I'll be in the hallway. This is all I learned in school. I learned if you stand in a dark room and you look in a mirror and you say Bloody Mary 3 times, you're an alcoholic. By the way, if you buy one of them selfie sticks, be careful, because I tripped and fell and gave myself a colonoscopy. I'm serious, I should not have upgraded to the iPhone 6 Plus. Because my hindsight is no longer 20/20. It's in HD. You just like, he needs Jesus. I'm not allowed in my church. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. And spiritual means I believe in God, but I'm lazy and I ain't getting out of bed on Sunday. That's what spiritual means. It's just another word for snooze button. And we've all been there. I don't care what day you go to church. You wake up religious when you're ready, though, don't you? You're like religious and spiritual. What I'm telling you is that my mom shook me when I was small. And I'm glad, because now I scare people. I flip that negative into a positive and I mess with people. It's what, when I'm putting gas in my car, I pretend the gas is going through the hose real fast. And I go, wait. Now, next time you're at the airport, do that in a body scanner. Just stand there. Turn it! It burns! It burns! Yeah. They're gonna put me in a body scanner and then tell me they're gonna look at me naked. Well, then guess who's gonna put on a show? I gotta go. Thank you very much. So my mom ran on my puppy when I was a little boy, and I know she meant to do it because I was holding him when it happened. My mom used to tell me if you can't say something nice to somebody's face, you should spray paint what you want to say on a bridge. And that was the day my dad found out he's an asshole. It was also the day Mom found out Dad could read. I know, that was a good Christmas. They're out in the yard fighting, cops show up, I'm on the porch licking a candy cane. God blesses everyone. My mom told me it's against the law to masturbate because it rubs the serial numbers off your penis. End quote. And then she goes, and you need them numbers in case it gets stolen. Stolen penis. That is 2 nightmares in one. Think about it. You can't touch it, and it's gone. Can you imagine if your junkie junk was gone? I would freak. I'd be hanging up missing posters all over town. Then I'd draw little pictures and put them on milk cartons and bring that stuff back. Be at the grocery store, picture my stuff on a carton. Have you seen me? I'm about 7 inches long. Okay, 3. One and a half. I'm in the freezer section. Last seen wearing a turtleneck. Because he's got the thing. It goes around. It's like a sweater. Good.
I think they call it a dickie.
My show is sponsored by Adderall. I like to mix my Adderall with Skittles. And then I wait for the rainbow of personalities to show up. And then we play Uno. But we didn't always play Uno. We used to play Go Fish, and then things went wrong. I'm gonna tell you what happened. We was playing Go Fish with the devil, and he was cheating, and I knew it, and I called him on it, and he got mad, and he jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what." I was like, "Dude, do you have any sixes or not?" Because he's the devil. You know he's got sixes. And according to the song, he also has a chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. The devil's running a poultry sweatshop. That's why McNuggets taste like hell. Am I going too fast? Let me have that look on your face.
Can you please slow the hell down? We've been drinking. This is too fast. Stop flying by me.
Do that next time you're talking to somebody. But wait till you're 20 minutes into the conversation and look at them and go, "Hi." I don't know what you're talking about, but it's really boring, and I think we should start over. Yeah, that joke's been backfiring for a lot of married couples. It's a true story. This lady sent me an email, and she's like, "Thanks, Dale. Now, when me and my husband get in an argument and I'm winning, he looks at me and goes, 'Hi.'" That's a great story. The only way that story could be better is if they was Japanese, because then they'd say, "Konnichiwa." My parents aren't proud of me.